what do you think about social media?
It's just a digital platform where you can do a lot of things, including interaction. You can post, you can talk with your friends and family, you can post news and articles and many more. A study from Harvard shows that the teens spend more than 8 hours on social media. I mean, you just imagine how voracious that one is.
You know what I was thinking? There's this gap, a little gap between the world we actually live in and the world we show online. Like, I posted a photo on social media and it was smiling face, but actually 5 minutes ago I cried. And exactly like that, we're just arguing with someone, but actually on social media we just posted some good vibes. So it's like that. Today, we have someone very special to discuss that gap with, and that is Tawheed, a very special one. And I would like to know about you a bit more, even though I know a lot, and I think they also need. So come on.
Thank you for having me here. I was actually waiting for your call, and I'm so delighted to be here. So let me first give you my introduction. Hello everyone, this is Tawheedul Alam Tawheed, navigating as a 10th grader at Baitu Sharaf Jabbari Academy School and College, Cox's Bazar. I'm an optimistic person, by the way. So yeah, that was pretty much about me.
Okay, that's enough. So, I've watched your videos and saw the posts on Facebook. They're just amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're a content creator.
Yeah, you can say like that.
And I think you also have a Facebook page.
Yep,
so
I've got it.
it's going to be much more fun, and I'm really proud to share the mic with you.
Thank you.
So let's just begin this magical conversation.
Well, I'm also so excited.
Let's start with the serious part. Well, what do you think about social media? Like, what does it actually means?
Well, if I try to tell the definition of social media, it's just a digital platform where you can do a lot of things, including interaction. You can post, you can talk with your friends and family, you can post news and articles and many more. So if I just tell in simple words, it's a digital platform. That's it.
Okay. Then, every single thing has something advantageous and disadvantageous. So social media also has, right?
Yep.
So what do you think about the advantages?
Well, as you have already said that, it's a a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
It both has the positivities and negativities. So first, if I talk about the positivities or the advantages that it has, it connects you with the people throughout the whole world, no matter what the displacement is between you and him or her. So it's one of the advantages. Another one is that you get instant news from anywhere else. And it also connects you with the world to adapt yourself. So yeah, I think these are the advantages. Also, there are so many that I can't even mention.
Yeah, there are many advantages.
Yep.
Like the one you have said, we can just talk with someone in social media without needing to go there.
Yeah.
That's a very, great advantage. Now here comes the disadvantage. I mean, what are the bad effects of social media?
Oh.
Like, spreading fake news. What do you think about?
Well, I will actually try to engage an information here. A study from Harvard shows that the teens spend more than 8 hours on social media. I mean, you just imagine how voracious that one is.
Yeah.
You're literally wasting more than 1/3 of your day on just one single thing. So this is something very perilous. And if I talk about more, it distracts you a lot. The games, the memes, the friends that you have, and you just try to interact with them. So here comes the disadvantages.
Okay, that's nice. So you've told that it distracts us. Another thing beside that is, do you really think we are addicted to social media, or we're just, afraid of missing those videos, those friends?
Well, if I talk about the exact reality, I think we're addicted, but contextually. When we saw something going very viral on social media, we are just very addicted to it. We often try to browse the thing and we just want to know more about it. And also, the thing that I need to mention is that we often get the distraction, no matter from where you're getting
Yeah.
it.
So, there might be some effects,
Yeah.
even of psychology.
Okay.
Like, we're using social media. It affects very badly sometimes goodly, or, it freshes our mind. Sometimes it makes us stressed. So, what do you think? What are the psychological effects of social media?
Okay, that's a very nice question for me. Well, a study from Harvard again shows that more than 68% of the teens are addicted to social media,
Yeah.
and thus it just distracts you a lot. I've already said that. And then the thing that I need to mention is it just, forgets everything. It makes you forget everything. It adds nefarious thoughts on your mind, and you don't even know the basics that you need to know as a student. So the psychological effects that I need to mention is that we often get the mental pressure, we often get the anxiety, and thus at the end, eventually we get a depression.
Yeah.
So through that particular nervous breakdown, the teens, eventually gets into a position where he or she tries to suicide. So you just
Yeah.
imagine how harmful that is. That is awful.
Like, yeah, you can use it, but not excessively.
Yep.
Yeah.
There should be a limitation.
So, another thing is that whenever we are just studying, our mind just goes there. Okay, then what will be the next video? We're just watching a movie, and then
Yeah.
our parents just, grab the phone and just tell them,
Yeah,
no need to watch
we're
anymore.
just in a paradox.
Yeah, we don't need, they just say, you don't need to watch anymore, just wasting time. And then the half movie that we've watched, we just feel like, okay, what's the next thing? We don't even get attentive in studies.
Sure.
So that's a bad effect.
exactly what I was trying to say.
Okay. So I think we have got too much questions on seriousness and many serious things like that. Let's
Okay.
just jump into memorable things.
Surely.
Okay, here comes a very memorable thing, is that what was the first picture or first video or anything that you've posted on social media? And do you really think you're the same person as in that picture or that post?
Ooh, as far as I remember, the first post that I posted on social media, it was on Facebook. As you know, that on the previous day, Argentina won the World Cup. And after that case, I just randomly downloaded the Facebook and start posting posts about social media. The Argentina team
Okay.
that it won. So if I talk about the personality, then and right now, I have to accept the reality is that unfortunately I'm not, because throughout this whole story, I've changed a lot. My personality changed. I've watched a lot of content creators who influenced me a lot. Content creators and influencers play a lot in changing our personality and how we perceive the whole world. So considering all these issues, I think I'm changed a lot.
Okay. So then here comes the last question of this part, is that if social media just disappears tomorrow, then what part of yourself would still shine?
Ooh, unfortunately, that would be a very terrible news
Yeah.
for the people, the whole world. Well, if social media disappears tomorrow, every single one will be in a shock. They'll be in a dilemma that, what just happened? So I think if social media disappears tomorrow, I will have a quality. I actually say it's a personality that I has. It will never change. It will still be shining, because I'm just believe that I have a very particular personality. I go through quite a lot of qualities that are needed for a human. I'm saying a human.
Okay.
So these are. That personality would still remain. I will also be the same gregarious person that I was in the previous cases, in the previous days. So I'll be the same person. I will be the person with the same personality.
Okay, your personality will not change. I mean, your skills that you are good
Yeah,
at swimming.
like how I perceive the whole world and what are the thoughts that goes on and on in my mind.
Okay, suppose you're good at swimming or you're good at English or any subject like that, your skills will not change. You meant that.
Yep.
All right. So, there are not only, people will not only think that it's bad for them, but inside it's going to be really good because
Yeah.
they will not spend a lot of time or
Well,
waste time
wait,
on it.
I wanna actually share a story right here.
Alright.
I actually tried this digital detox once. It was probably on February 2025. So I just disappeared from the whole social media because it was just distracting me a lot on another level. I deleted all the social media, uninstalled all the games and apps that distract me. So in that case, it was eye-opening, I'd say, because the result was so shining for me. I started to see the world in another direction, like that added a new dimension in my knowledge and in my perspective. I deleted all the social media and I connected myself with the nature. Oh, and in that case, I realized that we're not actually addicted to social media. We're actually addicted to be seen by the person, by everyone.
Yeah. You're not going to really distracted. So here comes another question is that, have you ever posted anything that you felt that it's not really good to post and you just immediately deleted it?
Yeah, a lot of time. Well, let me share you a story, another one. It was probably on, I'd say, 2023. So I was actually, pretty nervous about my school system. So I posted a lot about my school. I mean, I was kind of,
Ungrateful.
uncomfortable and pretty nervous about my school. I was not getting the sufficient materials from my school. So I posted a lot of negativities about my school. And after that moment, suddenly I realized that, well, that's not how it actually works. There are so many fundamental functions. So after that case, I instantly deleted the post and I was pretty regretted after that incident.
Still after, you're ungrateful to something, you should not just express it. You would just, tell it to yourself and just control you.
Yeah.
So here comes the next part. I mean, the third part. It's going to be funny and, very amazing and
Okay,
very...
I'm excited.
Okay, let's just start. First, the funny question would be, if your phone could talk or express its feelings, then what would it tell about you?
Well, it will tell about me a lot because I'm too close to it. First of all, let me tell you the usual things that it will tell about me. So it will basically say that I'm a gregarious person, as well as I'm a deft person because I just focus on what exactly is going on a particular topic. So it will tell someone that he's a gregarious person. He's talkative, and he's so mixing with the whole world and the environment. So I can also navigate myself with any situation. Therefore, it will also tell the people that he's someone that can adapt himself in any other situation, no matter how worse or how good the situation is.
Okay. My iPad would just tell about me that she's very, very competitive. She always thinks about being the first. And one thing, I don't just care who is the first. I only try to be the first, and I think first is my position. I don't have any position with that.
Okay. Well, first doesn't mean that you're best. So I think getting best is something else. Whatever. That's just an advice.
Then here comes another silly question, and that's like, if your social media would be a person, what kind of friend would it be?
Well, it would be like my best friend, Mihsan Abedin. So, as I've already said that, it knows a lot about me. So it would be a person who connects everyone, including me, including you, or someone else. Then it will be a person who is so social. it will be a person who can talk a lot, who can talk about anything, sports or news or article or anything else.
Okay, that's nice.
And what about you?
If a phone, okay, my best friend, then it's going to be, someone very caring. It's going to just send me all the messages that my parents or my relatives have sent me, and it's going to be very talkative. I know, it's going to be like me.
Okay, that's not, awful. That's
Okay,
good.
then here comes another. It's kind of much more funnier than that one's, and it's
Yeah.
that, have you ever liked something like for a silly reason?
Well, I actually did. Not once, not twice, a lot of time. Once I saw T-shirt on social media, and it attracted me a lot because it had some of my personalities, something related to my personalities and what I actually like. Then I actually ordered that particular T-shirt, and the result was so terrifying. I just got foolish, and even my parents talked a lot about me that what are you actually doing? You should at least care about what they are. They're honest or not. They're serving good or bad. So you had to know more about them. You had to check their posts. So right now I actually feel about that particular incident.
Okay, now I have something very relatable, and this question is very special.
Okay, what's that?
Okay, it's like, what do you think? Why do people scroll for hours? What do they search for?
Well, there's actually a science behind it. You know about dopamine? It's basically a hormone that is responsible for getting a reward. So whenever you get or watch, whenever you get likes or you watch reels, there releases a dopamine which attracts you to watch more, to get more. Though it might be helpful to you in that particular time, but in the long run, it is so harmful. Actually, I've got a friend whose name is Jamim, and he's too much addicted to social media. He's just like scroll, and scroll. And so thus, what his consequence is? He's just now in the bed. He's just like too much addicted. And if he does not get the phone for a single minute, he's like, oh, I'm dead. I just can't do anything.
Okay.
So you just see how awful that is. It's hampering a lot.
Okay, another question hit my mind.
Okay.
And that is, could you live for a week without social media?
Well, I think I've already said that. I can live, and I did. So the result was so sufficient, and there was added new dimensions to my knowledge. I learned a lot of skills, but however, in the end, I had to download it again because you just need to cope with the whole world, and you must need social media.
It's not really possible to go out and look for all the informations. Even though you read newspapers, you cannot just, make a whole factory of newspapers reading every day. And I think it's better to read on social media, every single news. We get it instantly by scrolling.
Yeah, you've also got PDF of numerous books. So I have also a question that is, can you live in that case?
Yes, obviously. I think I lived for 1 month because I don't really use phone that much or social media because I have a mother. She helped me a lot. And even when I just, need any information, any studious thing that I really need, she just, tells me that. And she does not really wants me to be addicted to phone.
Pretty positive.
Yeah. And then another question. And I think that's going to be advice for them and also for me.
Okay.
How can we detoxify this distraction to social media?
Well, you can actually try quite a lot of deeds. For example, you can hold your privacy. You can hold your privacy, and you can turn on the 2FA setting on Facebook to not to get distracted. Or you can just give your phone to your parents. Don't get too much time on it. And Another one is that you can download an app, an screen time app, which will help you a lot. It will tell you about your data and how much time you're wasting or you're spending on social media, on Facebook, how much, on Instagram, how much, on TikTok, and how much. So you can also try this. Another one is that you can make your posts private. Only your friends will see your post. And in this case, people will not be able to know about you, and thus they will not get a clue about you. So they will not be able to distract you, or they will not be able to get the things of you.
Won't be able to just, do any bad comments like it was not good. Then after doing those comments, you're going to be very, stressed, and you're going to be, distracted with that. You're going to think about it all the time you're studying, all the time you're, doing
there are plenty of
works.
examples of it.
So now we had a lot of time talking with about long questions and answers. Now here comes the fun part.
What?
Very
It is.
fast. And that is round fire.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to ask you some questions only in one word, and I'm going to answer them only in one word too.
Okay.
No lines, just fire.
Okay.
Let's begin. What do you think about Facebook?
Well, that's a question. Facebook, it's something like a friend, not a best friend, but just like a friend who can do both positive and negative to you. It can make you grow higher and also fall you down. So, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell one thing, only in one word.
Okay, I forgot, sorry.
And then here comes Instagram. What do you think?
That's a mixture of infinity of scrolls, I'd say.
Okay. What do we think about trolls?
Trolls. Nefarious work.
Okay. Reels?
Terrifying paradox.
And real life?
Real life. I'd say it's real life should be something I'd say depth, or something very deeper, undefined.
Okay. So I've got all the answers that I needed, and I think it's not going to be just a podcast. It's going to be a, bundle of advice. Good at everything. You're good at spoken, grammar, in school, and even in IPA. How's that possible? Don't you get distracted by social media? Can you give an advice to all of us?
Okay. For everyone, the advice that I'll give you is that be specific on your goal. Why you were doing these stuff. For example, at the very beginning of this year, I was so focused on improving my grammar and spoken. And I did so. Likewise, you can also do that. Be specific on your goal, and the result is I also became a favorite student of Russell, sir. So be specific on your goal, and mobile phone is still distracting you. Give it away, give it to your parents. Be specific. Always be specific.
Okay, thanks a lot. That was the best advice. The audience. And also for me, I've got a lot of answers that I never got from even any AI.
Okay.
So thanks for your answers, and thanks
my
a
pleasure.
lot for coming to my podcast.
Well, it's my pleasure.
And for you, those learners and those listeners, listen to me. Sometimes answers are not always the precious things. The faces are not the precious things. The precious things are the questions, because those who questions, after questioning, the person answers. So sometimes listen to the answers. So that's it for today. Stay sweet, stay healthy.